Back inside Clune Arena. Thanks for joining us tonight. It was a basketball game that the Falcons just got too far behind in and ended up losing to Fresno State 74-68. Courtside again with you, Brian German alongside Roland Vargas. And I think that was really the tale of the tape tonight, Roland, because the Falcons just got too far behind too early.
They show great competitiveness, great effort at Air Force, and certainly in that second half, Air Force scratched, clawed, got it so close, cut it to within 3, and then just wasn't able to overcome the lead that Fresno State had built up. The momentum that Fresno State would carry offensively was just too much for Air Force to overcome.
That's been tough. Chris Gobrecht was worrying about a Wednesday funk that her team has been in, and unfortunately, there you see the stats from this entire game. Look at the three-point shooting. The Falcons came in leading the conference in three-point shooting at 35%, just shot 17% tonight.
One thing Air Force will like, that bottom line. They kept the turnovers to just 8. They were able to force Fresno State into being a little bit loose with the basketball, but in the end it just wasn't enough because Air Force was not hitting, especially from long range.
Certainly weren't, and the rebounds big, of course, for Fresno State, but you expected that. The Falcons did force a lot of turnovers, but unfortunately didn't get enough points off of those turnovers. As we take a look at the highlights, the two players that stood out, pretty much the same players all the time. Madison Smith with 16.
Her defensive effort was tremendous. She carried that over onto the offensive side of the basketball, got some scrappy baskets. That one incredible, almost a no look up and under there for Madison Smith. She kept the Falcons in this game.
And Milani Perry, defense as well. She's tough, she's tenacious, counted on a lot for points, and she can stop and drop. She had 19 tonight.
She was relied upon by Air Force. She got a little bit tired at times. Air Force did their best to keep her legs as fresh as possible. You mentioned it, her defense leading to offense. She drove the Falcons. That was the play that really upset the Fresno State coaching staff because they just simply did not hustle back defensively. But in the end, it was too much from the Bulldogs, too much size down low.
Mia Jacobs was a lot of that size. She led the way for Fresno State with 15 points. And amazingly enough, 7 of 8 free throws. She was the only Bulldog to miss a free throw tonight.
That's going to be a difficult one for her on the flight back, having missed that one free throw.
Sydney Detman also had 14 points. She was 4 for 4 from the stripe. Fresno State, I think that was huge in this game, Roland, because they made 21 of 22 free throws all game long. They just were not, shaking it all at the line. Just missed that one for Jacobs, and that was way late.
And the way that they attacked the basket as well, that's what got them to the charity stripe. And then if you're going to hit those kind of free throws, it's going to be so difficult for Air Force to get themselves back into this basketball game. Every time you thought Air Force had forced something, every time Air Force got close, Fresno State would just work their way to the line, knock down their free throws, and just slow Air Force down.
Most definitely. Fresno gets out of here, and they've got to be happy with it. They get their 5th conference win of the year. They move to 5-8, 12-14 overall. The Falcons move up to, are 12-14, and they will stay at 5-8, just 5 conference wins. 5 games left to play in conference play. Roland, what do the Falcons got to do to maybe move up the standings and get a decent seed for that conference tournament?
Work on that three-point shooting. That would be the first thing. Honestly, they have to get back in the gym. They got to get back here at Clune Arena. They got to hit some shots from long range.
Most definitely. Hopefully the Falcons will do it the next time out. Well, thank you for watching tonight. For myself and Roland Vargas, we're really happy to be joining you tonight. Thank you for having us on for Valentine's Day. But the Falcons fall tonight 74-68, the final score. We'll see you next time.